we either put the cash in or we close doors. If we put in this money that he's saying we need to put in, we would need to perfectly execute for the next 12 months, and we hadn't hit a goal for 12 months. So we're like, we could just get into a bigger hole. Everyone comes into those moments where it's like, burn the ship or not, you know? And we'd already had one of those burn the ship moments in 2019 when we had to, you know, like sink or swim. And I mortgaged my fourplex, and we took on cabbage into it loans, 30% interest rates, and we climbed through it one time before a cash crunch, but we had this huge pipeline. We knew we were going to be able to, you know, get through this. There was no way out of this one. And so we had to make that freaking really hard call to just say, okay, like if you're not committed and I'm not committed to like really come up with this money to like keep it going, then we got to close doors. Because we were like so proud of the team we had. So like, it was still like everyone was still fighting to keep it going. And we were a really transparent company. So like everybody knew what our profitability was all the time. Every month we had, here's our revenue, here's our profit, here's the goals. Like we were just transparent with that.
Will you talk through that conversation with Scott? Was it just you and Scott? Was it like a definitive moment in your mind, or was it like, hey, this is just the understanding and now we're moving in this new direction?
I think it was, you know, we had to come to Jesus talk. Like we'd had some cash calls, you know, almost, you know, 3 or 4 months before, and then one smaller one. And then it's like, okay, there's another big cash call. So it's like, we either put the cash in or we close doors. And so we were having that conversation. Neither of us had the amount of cash that we had, so it would have been involved of like us mortgaging our personal houses to like figure this out, or go and try and get someone to like lend us money, which no one really would, with seeing our financials going into this picture, right? And so it's like, it was just that call of like, okay, man, like I can't do it, you can't do it. And it was just like the somber of like, oh shiz, man, like we gotta, you know, we took a hard look at what our pipeline was, and it's like, okay, if we install the rest of our pipeline, you know, shut down sales, shut down all these things, and we install the rest of our pipeline, like we might be able to break even coming out of this, maybe. But like, here's what we'd have to do. And it wasn't even close. Like we just barely finished our last few sales, so we're not even close to break even. And it was still like the lesser of the two evils. Like we would have either dug a, you know, multi-million-dollar hole, or like have this hole that we have left. And yeah, it was just like, it's an impossible choice, and we made the choice, one of the choices, right? 2 impossible choices. What do? Hang on to your baby or close it down? So it just kind of sucks.